It's the highly anticipated Wild Robot hitting theaters tonight, based on the children's book by Peter Brown. This comes as some best-selling books are inspiring new entertainment for moviegoers and streamers. A movie reviewer and YouTuber who loves to talk about movies and TV shows, Sean Chandler, now joins us to talk about it. Now, Sean, you got a sneak peek of this at Fantastic Fest, where you have like an 8-day festival of watching movies. What was that like?
I've seen 22 movies in the theater in the last 7 days. So a little bit of it turns into a blur. One movie stood out as just amazing, and it happened to be The Wild Robot.
Well, let's talk about that, because this comes from DreamWorks Animation, from hits like Shrek franchise, How to Train a Dragon, Kung Fu Panda. This movie, The Wild Robot, is based off the children's book series. So what's your take on this? Is this the next big franchise for DreamWorks?
It is entirely possible. This movie covers a lot of story. It covers the full spectrum of human emotions. People were laughing out loud. They were crying from triumph, from sadness, tragedy, all of it. At the end of the movie, it's told a complete full story. But at the same time, it teases where things could go next. It's not a cliffhanger ending. It closes out its story. It could be a fully satisfying one-off, but it absolutely knows where this tells you, or teases where this story could go next.
It's got incredible ratings on Rotten Tomatoes right now. I think it's sitting at 98%. But I'm curious about this, because I saw part of your review. There's a theme of this movie about motherhood and the goal to raise up a child. You're a dad. How does that hit you?
Oh, this movie was just so powerful as a look at parenting. Now, those movies always work really well for me. My favorite movie of all time is T2, which, while being a sci-fi action movie, it's about an unlikely father in a Terminator. And then my favorite Pixar film is Finding Nemo, which is really a story about parenting. That's the same thing here. It's a story about a robot that gets lost in the wild that ends up battling other robots. But it's also a story about this robot discovering her purpose in parenting this little bird. And it has all these ideas about how this robot is unprepared to be a parent, that feeling that every single parent has felt. It's so profound. It has all the little moments that every parent feels as they let go of this child that they care so much about. And the best family entertainment, it's entertaining for all ages while having something very deep that parents can connect with. And that's exactly what this movie does. Kids will laugh out loud, and parents will be sobbing the entire runtime.
Well, that sounds like a good movie for everybody to go see. Hey, I want to bring this up for you. I want to say congrats. I just noticed you became a Critics' Choice Film Critic. So what is that going to do for you now? Now we bring you on. How does this work? Do we have to pay you, or is it... We have to put a title, Film Critic?
I would be very happy if you want to head in that direction. Just introduce me as Sean Chandler, member of the Critics' Choice Association. So just first off, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity even to be on your network. That was something I referenced in my application. But essentially, I'm an independent film critic. I work for myself. And being a part of an association like this helps give me access. It's sort of like a degree, which when you apply to something, they see it and they know that you have some qualifications that someone has kind of predetermined. Hey, you know what you're doing. So as a film critic, so much of what I do, the reason that I can share my thoughts on movies with you is because I've seen them early. And this just kind of gives more access, in particular in the award season. A big one for me is gaining access to do interviews with directors, with actors, and being a part of an association like this that has a 30-year track record. It's about the biggest organization that I can join. It just lets publicists, studios know that I'm the real deal. People care what I have to say, Sean, and hopefully I'm professional at it.
We've always known that. So make sure you bring those big actors and those interviews to us as well. We really appreciate it. The Wild Robot hits theaters tonight, and congrats on getting the Critics' Choice Film Critic. You are now in, my friend.
Thank you so much.